little sense of normalcy with the NFL draft. Why do you think Cleveland is such a good backdrop for this draft?
Cleveland, for the history of football and what football, the sport itself, has meant to that entire region. It's such a cradle of football, right? And the league was very excited when they decided on Cleveland. Obviously, Cleveland was very excited.
Today is a great day. Today we are showcasing the start of the construction of the main event stage that 3 weeks from tomorrow will be the focus all over the world.
Now with that, I will say we're also really excited this year to celebrate our 75th anniversary. So what a welcoming we have with the draft being here in our backyard. Thank you. It's really special that during our 75th anniversary that we're able to showcase this town and this team during this year. And having the draft here just makes it that much more special. We have an opportunity to celebrate 75 years with our fans, but now we have an opportunity to celebrate Cleveland and 75 years of the Cleveland Browns with the entire world.
I think it's important to all of us. It's something that Coach Stefanski's put an emphasis on since we first got here, is making sure that the people in this building understand that this is a storied franchise and it comes with a great history and a lot of awesome culture.
Yeah, I gotta do some history. I gotta get my history, Browns history.
Especially a place like this that's so historical.
I'm telling you.
There's a lot of history in this organization. So.
I ain't wanna come in here and be like, yeah, can I get number 32? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I had to make sure. I went in and looked, I was like, okay, he was number 32.
And again, going back to the fans, when you talk to some of these people, they've been Cleveland Browns fans since they can remember, and then their grandparents are Cleveland Browns fans, and on and on and on. There's so much history within, the orange and brown, and it's awesome. And you're talking about the 75th anniversary. That's incredible to be a part of a franchise that's had such a rich culture and a rich history for 75 years, and to be able to carry that torch forward and do the things that we're doing now, I think is really, really powerful to be a part of.
This process has been 4 years in the making. Would definitely be remiss if I didn't mention a number of our partners. Certainly, I'll start with our friends at the Cleveland Browns. We couldn't have done this without them. Also want to reference the city of Cleveland, certainly. You'll see a lot of decor going up, and our Downtown Cleveland Alliance really helps with that. Pro Football Hall of Fame has played a great role in this. We've been working with them for 4 years as well. Obviously, if people are going to make the pilgrimage to Cleveland for the draft, we think they're going to make the pilgrimage 45 minutes south to Canton as well.
Well, it's always great to be down in Canton and at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. It's been a while, because it's been a while for all of us doing anything out in public. But we're down here in Canton at the appropriate place when you're talking about history, because this is the history of pro football. And to talk about a great part of that history, the 75th anniversary of the Cleveland Browns. And what an impact the Browns have had through all the different eras of football. It's just amazing when you really let them tell their story. I think last year we kind of recaptured that magic that the Browns have had when they've been really good in the past. And that's what made it so exciting. It really was.
And they're going to the playoffs!
The displays here in Canton at the Pro Football Hall of Fame for Callie and for Coach Prefer, well-deserved. Because when you consider what they did, so Callie Brownson and what she did all year long, and then in certain aspects of the season, at very important, critical junctures of the season, she had to take over as a position coach. She became such an active part of a game day preparation and sideline. I mean, that's incredible. Now, for Mike Prefer, what a night in Pittsburgh. What circumstances that the head coach can't be with the team because of COVID, and other key parts of the coaching staff can't be with the team either. And here he steps in to become the interim head coach of the team in the game of the year, in the place that the Browns have really struggled at Heinz Field against that team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, that's just an unbelievable story, and he did a great job. But I know he, like all of us, was very emotional at the end of the game. I mean, it really hit you, a firestorm of emotion. And I'll never forget that day before the Browns played the Kansas City Chiefs, and we had that drive-through pep rally around the stadium, and thousands of cars on a freezing Saturday. That was 1985, 86, 87, all over again. Those days in the mid-'80s are something that I always relish, and to have them back now is just unbelievably exciting.
Browns fans are the most enthusiastic, energetic fans, and now is the perfect time to light up Dog Pound Drive again, just for them.
And that's the beauty of Cleveland Browns football. And that's gonna be the excitement of having the draft here. And the best part is, it's just the beginning of this season. We have so many more great months to come to share with our fans.
In free agency, I think we've added guys where we can have a rotation at all three levels. For me as the coordinator and for our whole defensive staff, we're very excited because we feel like every guy that we had targeted as one of our top guys, we signed. And it's about really adding players that you feel are talented, that can help you out defensively in certain areas. And we definitely feel like we addressed that.
The Cleveland Browns and Jadeveon Clowney have had a mutual admiration society really for the last several years.
He may be doing a deal sooner than later with the Browns.
I'm just, somebody from Cleveland just sent me a note now saying we're looking to get something done with Jadeveon Clowney.
Reach for the freaking pen already. What are you waiting for? Exactly what more do you need to see?
It's official?
It's official.
Clowney watches over.
The Browns have just signed Jadeveon Clowney. 1 year deal, right?
1 year, $10 million.
Okay. I like the Cleveland Browns a lot.
It's go time. This is a championship roster.
He makes this team a Super Bowl contender immediately. Andrew Berry, he's building a powerhouse, man.
The thought of Jadeveon Clowney and Myles Garrett walking off the bus first.
This team is going to be hell on wheels this year.
Good for Cleveland, bad for the AFC North.
Man, do people know I signed already here? They put it out there?
What's up?
People know I signed here already? Man, everybody know, man. You know, it's the age of information.
Oh, yeah, Twitter's blowing up.
I think the process for Jadeveon was pretty similar to really all of our free agents. You really want to make sure that it's the right fit for both the player and the organization. Yeah, we had a productive visit with him in March where we got a chance to meet him face-to-face for the first time. We got a chance to sit with our staff, and then we had a second visit where we were able to ultimately negotiate a deal.
He was somebody that we identified early on in the process and felt like he fit the style of play, fit the scheme that we run, and we felt like he could help us.
I know. As soon as she said, let's go get it signed.
I ain't even signed. I don't even know who put it out. Oh, you broke it.
My phone started blowing up.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
I told you it would be seeing me again, huh?
Yeah, you sure did.
I was impressed. I never really visit too many teams in free agency. You know, they laid it out. They know what they're doing. You know, they got a good staff. And Andrew Barrett, good guy, laid back. I was like, I need to be a part of this. So,
when you watch Jadeveon on tape, I mean, he's still an elite player. We really talk about affecting the quarterback. You know, if we can get him to move or throw it quicker than he wants to, you know, along with the sacks, that's what we're really looking for. And when you watch him on tape, he still has it. He's long, he's athletic, you know, he runs like a DB. And when you add that off the edge, I mean, they have to worry about that offensively.
They love the Kiffin. I hear good news about the Kiffin guys. Great news, man. They say Big Kiff, he get them boys off their rock.
it was like one of them things like, I wish I would have came last year when there was 12 games. But you know, everything happened for a reason, and I think I'm here at the right time. I think this was all about timing, and everything is gonna pan out like it's supposed to.
Now, I'm glad I get in the playbook before week 1. Last 2 years, I walk in week 1, they give me a play. I come in on a Sunday, have to learn that pro playbook all Sunday night, start Monday, we in the week.
I was ready. I was already ready. You know, really getting this behind me so I can keep going on with the working out process and pick a team and decide who I'm playing for so I can get the playbook and get going on that direction and finally get to a training camp. I ain't been in a training camp like 3 seasons.
Man, that dude right there is freaking Joe Thomas.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, hell yeah. The thing is, that's the first guy I won against when I first hurt my knee. I came back off an injury, and I came back that game against him. I'm like, y'all gonna make me come back against the best tackle in the National Football League, and on my first game, I'm hurt. And he out there just standing me up like a freaking, but that stance, ain't nobody got that yet. That stance, that joke will be back here like this right here. I know your knees hurt. I know your knees hurt.
Good to see you. How you been?
I've been pretty good.
What's going on?
I'm doing all right, man.
Making it okay?
Yes, sir. Been pretty good.
Good. Glad to have you.
Glad to be here.
Glad to have you. Excited to have you here. And
Yes,
I know
sir.
Myles and the rest of the guys will be excited to get going with you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Good.
I told somebody that at least gonna help me stay away from that double team playing beside Myles Garrett. That's another reason I wanted to come line up beside him. I've been watching him. He's a great player. Been killing it throughout his career. And I wanted some help. I wanted to come help him. He can help me. We help each other. So hopefully we can feed off each other and go out there and get out the quarterbacks and tear some teams up.
You'll realize the fan base here is second to none. I mean, I've gone on record multiple times saying they're undefeated, and it's true.
That's true.
You know, normally we get about 3,500 to 4,000 people for training camp almost every day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know?
That's way bigger than when I was in Houston.
Yeah, and so, you know, and now we're hoping we'll see what it looks like, but, you know, guys are already on social media putting you in, you know, our new uniforms and all that kind of good stuff.
I'm looking forward to it. I know,
man.
I've seen that. I look good in the orange and brown.
This might be one of the biggest fan base I've played for. Out of this team in Seattle, it don't get no bigger than this. As they fans, they love their team. So, you know, I'm just coming out here to play for the dog pound and them fans that's out there cheering in this cold, just try to give them something to cheer for and come out here and compete every week.
I mean, last year was great, but we still want more, which I know
Of
Coach will
course.
tell you, we're not done yet.
That's what made me excited about coming here because they involved me in the plan. You know, it was already, we need you to be part of this plan. So then they said that to me. I was like, shoot, at least they want me, you know, want to take care of me and look out for my best interests and, you know, try to build something special. And I want to be a part of that.
We got you right over here. Got some stuff with family. They can pick that down at the store.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
And then obviously you worked it out with Coach for the number and stuff.
Yeah. I wanted 90. I told him, man, I wanted my 90, but I didn't want 99.
With the guys they already had here, I was like, shoot, I joined this team. I know we have one of the best fronts in football, and I'm just looking forward to that D-line room and playing with them guys that's already here. When you got a group of guys that can go anywhere and get after the quarterback, that's going to be a fun thing. Just looking forward to that and seeing what they got game plan wise. You know, you just looking forward to each week and going out there to dominate.
We're kind of in the next phase where it's like all eyes and focus turns to the draft. You know, we're really working to hone in on who our key targets will be and, you know, what players we need a little bit more information on, whether it's medical background, even doing some more targeted tape studies. So it's really just all our resources and all hands on deck with making sure when we get to the end of April, we bring in, you know, 9 to 10 dudes who can really help us get to that next level.
I think oftentimes people assume the draft is about filling needs that you didn't fill in free agency, and I don't really agree with that assertion. Like, the draft is really more for longer term roster planning. Picking at 26 is a lot different than picking at the top 10 because you don't really dictate the draft from the bottom. It's really more making the best or the most effective decisions with how the board falls to you.
I think for us the next couple weeks, you know, I like this Charlie Munger quote, but he always says, like, opportunity comes to a prepared mind. So right now we're just trying to prepare for every possible scenario, situation that we can get, you know, when we're sitting on the clock or a few picks away from our pick. Really what we're doing right now is just a lot of prep work, bouncing off a lot of big ideas, small ideas, and making sure we have a pretty tight board when we get to Thursday.
From a coaching staff standpoint, we're just doing what we can to help support the personnel right now. Any other questions that they have about some of these college prospects, and we're really just trying to fill in the blanks to some of these prospects that are on our board.
We have such a talented staff, and they're all passionate about what they do, making sure that everyone just is in the know so that everyone can go their separate ways and just make sure they have what they need. And if they don't, how can we get it? And then let the guys do what they need to do, because like I said, they're all professionals, super talented and passionate about what they do, and just do a great job.
We just got the updated memo from the league as far as off-season and that sort of thing, so there's still some questions to be answered. Once those updates come out, I'll let you guys know.
I mean, even as we're doing this, nothing is really set in stone. And will there be guys in the building, or will we be sending programs out again? Will the whole thing be virtual, or we can just plan the best we can, and then we'll have a plan either way. And then no matter what, we'll be ready to shoot it out.
Player health and safety is really important to us, and we want to make sure that we have a place that is safe for them. But right now, we're going to focus on these virtual meetings in phase one. As the NFL has put forth, it's the first 4 weeks are virtual, and that's where we feel like we can cover a lot of ground in some of our virtual meetings.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. All right, you guys know me. You know that's what I'm about, and you're on this call. I know that's what you're about. So let's talk. All right, so we got the 2021 off-season program. I think you guys know me, and I'm going to tell you the truth. This is voluntary. If anybody tries to make you think that this program is anything but voluntary, that's not the case. Okay, so I appreciate you guys being here. It goes from today, April 19th, to June 18th. Here are our goals of the off-season program. We have to improve. We have to improve as a team. We have to improve as a unit, offense, defense, special teams. Obviously, we have to improve as players, and that's where, as coaches, that's our job. We want to help everybody improve. That helps the unit improve. That helps the team improve. We need to teach. There's new players, as you guys know, year to year. We need to teach the systems. Some guys, we need to reteach systems. We have to relearn. That's part of the off-season program. And then we got to develop and strengthen relationships, right? That's what we know we have to do, whether we're in person, virtual, it doesn't matter. We have to come together as a team. And that is something that we will talk about and do over the course of this program.
And early on, we just needed to make sure that we established, again, who we are, talk about how we win, talk about some of the things from last year that will carry over into this year, and have a really good feel for how we're going to get better. Yeah, social justice is such an important part to who we are at the Cleveland Browns, and I think Myles embodies that. He gets out in the arena. I mean, he does it. He's in the city. He's working with programs that are helping at the grassroots level. And I just think that's so impressive about Myles. That's something that he's always done.
As us Aggies say, we say howdy whenever we're greeting a crowd. So howdy to you all today. So it's a blessing to be able to do something like this and collaborate to make something like this happen. A partnership with the Downtown Cleveland Alliance and Glenn Infante, being able to put this beautiful artwork up and being able to have something that we can look and smile upon every time we go down the road. It's about Cleveland. It's about giving back, making a difference in your community. And this is my community now. It's my home. I want to be able to give back and show how much I care. All the kind of mayhem that was going on last year in the city, and really all over. Trying to cover up the scars with something beautiful. Allow those things to be not a sore spot, but something that people can look upon and be like, wow. It's like when deforestation happens and a garden crops up, and whatever comes back, when nature bounces back, it's just like how Cleveland bounces back. This beautiful artwork is just those who speak to the culture and the heritage of Cleveland.
I'm hoping that people can respect, honor, admire, and help and inspire, a new generation, people to be great.
What have you made of the defensive additions you guys had in the offseason, especially Jadeveon Clowney coming in?
I know everybody else is looking forward, and so am I. So I know this guy's aggressive. He always gets after it, and he has a motor. He keeps on attacking. He's an athletic specimen, like someone I know on the Browns. So it'll be fun, really will. I'm ready to get to work. I know we're not in person right now, but I'm looking forward to getting there. Those guys are talented. They're coming from all over, and we need a little bit of help last year in some spots, and they're coming to fill those roles. And so we got the draft, which will also help us on defense and special teams, and so allow us to just have a chance.
Myles, what do you tell people about Cleveland when they ask you?
It's cold. I say you gotta give it a chance. A lot of people look at Cleveland and they kind of just write it off. So the longer I've been here, the more I just start to love it. It's a football city, so being able to have the draft here, hopefully new migrants to the city, be able to drive by and be able to stop and look, or no point and look while they're in the car and be like, wow, this city has so much to offer. There's so much artwork, so much to see, so much to do. This is my city, these are my people. I come from a long line of greatness, and so I shouldn't look down upon my city just because of any stigma that people feel that it has. This is a beautiful city, has beautiful people, and this beautiful artwork is to make everyone feel like they can be something, become something.
I think Cleveland is probably the perfect city at this time to host, the draft. Downtown's gonna be crazy. I think it's gonna be awesome.